Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Raiders coming in at 4-0, going up against the Texans, who come in at 4-0. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. In the pistol. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Lynch looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, here's Lynch. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
Single. Motion, man.
On third down, Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. Second and 8.
Tight end right.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 9.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. To pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here. Definitely want to play coverage here. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Flex round.
Watch the safety
Flex
screen.
round.
Under
Flex
10.
round.
Under 10.
Come on,
10.
let's go. What? 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Get it.
And he's brought down.
No
The
chance,
offensive
no
line and
chance.
its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love
scared of
the running
offensive
game.
linemen.
Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity
Watch
during
left,
the
watch
game.
left, watch left. He's tight right there, he's tight right there.
Come on, let's go. What?
Prescott on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Screen, get him, get him.
Second down now after the
Let's get that ball,
incompletion.
Let's get that ball right here.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes we're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan. But now they have to stiff it and try and keep him out of the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Go! Let's go!
Let's go. What? 90.
Mike 20.
What? 90.
They'll give it here to his running back. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Watch tight end. Hey,
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, But ordinarily, that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out comes Houston. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. What? 90.
Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Hey, we got tight ends left.
They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft.
Roger.
3 down.
All right, here we go.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get it done.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Tight end left. Odd.
Come on, let's round. Flex round.
Sponge. No.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Run.
is in. Touchdown, Houston.
That's the way you make it
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down following the run.
Tight, double tight. Double tight.
Set. Green.
Again, it's Elliott. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Get loud. I want to hear you.
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge, move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Red 38.
They give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go. Red 38.
59
Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Prescott from the gun on third. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Fresh set of downs here.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
Let's go. White, 90.
Hey, boys, we got four.
White, 90.
They give it to him right up the gut.
Let's run.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe there'll be a catalyst for them to look at. Going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They come out here in the eye.
Ohio.
Switch.
Flex round.
The clock's running down. Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now in the wild. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Now one man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Here we go now.
On second down, Lynch. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. Third and 13.
Hey, 80's yours. 80's
Now
yours.
let's go. Blue line.
Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. He's set and got his man complete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And now a first down following that long
Tight
gain.
right, tight right. Hey, guys,
Set.
check me out.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Lynch on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tight right, tight right. Three down.
Here we go now. 319.
Right.
Second and 10, it's Lynch again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
4 down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Ohio.
Slam.
Ohio.
Check.
Ohio.
Crunch.
Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Too tight.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
He'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 10th carry out for Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramp.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here comes the Texans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Strong left, strong left. Hey, here we
Let's go! Red 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Flex round! Flex round!
They come out here in the eye.
Red 38!
And they'll run it here.
Run!
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go!
No.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol.
Check.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about it. That is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part was the perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 10 yards on the pickup there, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run,
Here we go now.
confidence is pretty high for him.
Now it's Lynch throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Double tight.
Here we go now. Come on.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Eyes on 81.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll go play action now. Lynch. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Watch right. We got right. Hey, we heavy on the
Watch
edge.
it now,
Here we go.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, here we go.
56.
Green 39.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there.
Here we go
Let him
now.
go get
Green
it.
39.
He got it.
Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And my goodness. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Ah, yes, Just the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many
three-syllable word.
syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey,
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They're trying to get the running game going with Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Here we go now.
They go down the again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch the leverage on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
They come up in an offset eye. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Lucky. You gonna see me in your night.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Come on, let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice
Here we
game
go.
right there on first down for them. Ends up a nice second down for them.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through.
Come on, let's go.
And he still got a big man to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up.
All right,
Let's
here we go.
Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Lynch to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Left. Watch left. Let's go,
Set.
team.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Lynch, and his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
3 down.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
Go,
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Running with Elliott.
Run.
And a cut to this, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Come on.
Come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
4 down. Even.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Flex round, Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team. Something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
In order to play really good run defense, when you're playing a 3-4,
Let's go!
those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle, the guys that play the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.